Headshot.
In this video, I'm going to show you how to get enough skill power so that you can finally use those badass skill mods you've been hoarding. After that, I'll go over my skill power build so you can see exactly how I've got everything set up, and I'll also give you some ideas on how to customize your own skill power build. Before we start though, one recommendation I would like to give you is to wait until you're at World Tier 5 before working on a skill power build. It can take a lot of time and resources to really optimize a skill power build, so you'll probably want to wait until you start getting level 500 gear. There's quite a bit of stuff to go over, and I'm going to throw a bunch of information at you, but don't worry, it should make more and more sense as we go through everything. If you've got any questions after watching this video, use the comments section and I'll do my best to respond. Alright, let's get started. Your skill power level depends on the 6 gear pieces that you're wearing: the mask, backpack, chest piece, gloves, holster, and knee pads. Every gear piece that you have has a random set of bonus attributes and talents. What you're going to want for a skill power build is gear that has skill power bonus attributes, skill power talents, or mod slots for skill power gear mods. Remember that you can modify your gear at the recalibration table to either increase your skill power bonus attribute or to change a talent. I had to use the recalibration table a lot to achieve the skill power build that I'm currently using. If you're not familiar with the recalibration table right now, you definitely will be after making a skill power build. Click the link in the upper right hand corner at any time if you need a tutorial on how to use the recalibration table. Recalibrating requires a lot of grinding because you'll need a piece of gear with the stat or talent that you want to put on another piece of gear, and then you'll need to find electronics for the recalibrations. Recalibrating requires other materials as well, but the electronics will be the most problematic. The best way to find electronics is to run through the tunnel systems, opening all the loot containers you come across, and you'll probably have to grind for electronics between every recalibration. There was a time in the Division 2 where you had to get your skill power level up to 6,000 in order to use high-end mods, but that's been patched and now you only need a maximum of 3,000 skill power. So ideally, you'll reach 3,000 skill power with the fewest pieces of gear possible. That way, you can use other gear pieces for talents or whatever else you might want. Let's go over my exact build now so you can see what I'm talking about. The Providence Defense Mask that I'm using comes with the set bonus of plus 10% skill power, and it also has a talent for another 10% more skill power. As you can see, I modified the skill power bonus attribute. It was originally for a skill cooldown, but I recalibrated it for more skill power. If you're not familiar with recalibrating, you can only change one thing on a piece of gear, so changing the cooldown to skill power was the best thing I could do to raise my skill power level. The Murakami Industries backpack that I'm using doesn't come with a set bonus that would help with the skill power build, but it did come with a bonus attribute of 173 skill power, and it also comes with a talent that gives a 25% chance of skill cooldowns resetting if I kill an enemy with a skill. I have not yet modified this backpack, so what do you think I could do to make this backpack better for a skill power build? Well, I could recalibrate the skill power bonus attribute from 173 to a higher number, but I already have 3054 skill power, so any more skill power than that would be a waste since skill mods don't require more than 3000. The only thing that I would really change about this backpack is the second talent, Self-Adjusting, which gives a plus 20% armor regeneration. I haven't run across a backpack with a talent more suited towards my skill power build, but when I do, I'll definitely use it for recalibrating that talent. Another thing to notice about this backpack is that it comes with a skill power gear mod slot, giving me an additional 143 skill power. The next piece of gear to go over is the Alps Summit Armament Vest, which does come with a beneficial set bonus of 10% faster skill cooldowns. It also came with an awesome skill power bonus attribute of 763, but the talent could be better. The Unbreakable talent incentivizes armor over skill power, so I'm currently hoping for a chest piece with a more suitable talent that I can transfer over to this vest. The Alps Summit Armament Vest also comes with 3 mod slots, and one of the slots is for a skill power gear mod. As you can see, the gear mod I have in there gives an extra 143 skill power. Essentially, this vest gives me almost 1000 skill power, which is 1/3 of the total amount of skill power that I need. It also has the 10% skill cooldown as well as a possibility for better talent. Next is the 511 Tactical Gloves. It doesn't come with a set bonus that's particularly helpful towards a skill power build, but it did come with 133 skill power. Originally, these gloves came with a talent that wasn't skill power related, so I used the recalibration table to change the talent to capacitive, which gives skills 20% longer duration. The holster I'm using is the Aldi Holdings, which came with 601 skill power. I changed the original talent to capacitive, adding an additional 20% skill duration. The mod slot on this holster does not allow for a skill power gear mod, and the gear set bonus is for 10% more accuracy, neither of which is necessarily helpful for a skill power build, but it was the best holster I had. The last gear piece to go over is the Douglas & Harding knee pads, which came with 315 skill power. Just like the holster, the mod slot isn't for a skill power gear mod, and I changed the talent to capacitive again, and the gear set bonus is not skill power related. So as you may have noticed, the build that I have is far from perfect, but it definitely gets the job done. Just make sure to keep an eye out for level 500 gear pieces that incentivize skill power through bonus attributes, talents, or mod slots. The two skills I've been primarily using with this build is the Mender Seeker Mine and the Incinerator Turret, both of which last 60% longer than they otherwise would, thanks to the capacitive talent I put on my knee pads, holster, and gloves. But not every skill benefits from duration, like the Explosive Seeker Mine or the Firefly, so you may want to put different talents on your gear. I'll put a link in the description of this video to an article that lists all the different gear talents so you can plan on how to optimize your own skill power build. Alright, so let's check out the mods that I get to use now. On the Mender Seeker Mine, I've got 14.5% healing, 34.3% cooldown reduction, and 52.4% more healing. On my Incinerator Turret, I have 106.4% more health, 28.8% more damage, and 13.1% faster cooldown. So having enough skill power to finally use high-end skill mods is definitely worth it. So let's just quickly summarize everything we just went through. It's ideal to wait until World Tier 5 before you start messing around with a skill power build. Learn how to use the recalibration table. Use the recalibration table to optimize skill power attributes and talents. Recalibrating items uses a lot of electronics, but you can find electronics in the tunnel systems. Your skill power is dependent on the gear that you're wearing. Don't forget about gear that has mod slots for skill power gear mods. Click on the link in the description of this video for a full list of gear talents. And last but definitely not least, you do not need more than 3,000 skill power. Going out of your way to increase skill power past 3,000 is a waste. This is subject to change, but I have yet to see a skill mod that requires over 3,000 skill power. If you've got any questions, feel free to put them in the comments section. Also, I'll be starting a series that will go over all the skills and their high-end mods, so keep an eye out for those if you're interested. If you found this video useful, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you like what the Havoc Gaming channel is doing in general, a subscription would be very helpful, and I definitely appreciate your support. Thanks for watching, and Godspeed.